Alright guys, ODESSA Z back for part 2 of the tips video. Just like in the single player campaign, you can use Kinesis to pick up health and ammo from long distances. If there's a health pack in an area that's not easy to reach, just use Kinesis by simply aiming at it and pressing B to deploy Kinesis. A lot of times people don't use this a lot, and when you're looking for health and ammo and stasis recharge packs and you can't find any, generally they're laying all over the map. You just need to look for them, use Kinesis, and that shot there, I'm picking up a health pack from all the way across the map. That's something that a lot of people, like I say, don't use, but it's definitely a great feature. So stasis, Kinesis, and using health is all integral to success in Dead Space 2 multiplayer. Now we're going to move on to tip 3, the Necromorphs. Necromorphs are just as powerful as security officers. A lot of players get discouraged because they don't understand how to use the attributes right. We're going to talk about spawn points. We're going to talk about using the charge shot with the spitter. The best way, though, to learn how to use the Necromorphs is to play as each class and learn their powerful attributes. By playing as a Necro, you'll gradually learn how to use each of their special abilities. But for now, we're going to give you some really good tips on using the Spitter class. Like I say, spawn points are really important, but Necromorphs need cover and concealment. A lot of people like to use the Lurker. They can, jump on a wall and hide, or they can jump on a ceiling. That's one great way to have cover and concealment. But the Spitter class is what we're really going to talk about at this point. Spawn points are really important, and you can see that I'm searching for a spawn point coming out of the vent now. Spitter is a big character, so you don't want to stand in an area where you can get shot up easily. We usually suggest to people that they spawn in a high area as a Spitter where there's a lot of traffic from the security team. In this case, you can see that the security team's trying to get one of the bomb components in, and being a Spitter up top, just taking them out, stopping these guys from getting that bomb component up the ramp and into the middle section of the map. But in order to get positioned right, you've got to know your spawn points. You've got to know how to use them. You can see the timer ticking down, and I'm going to use the Spitter class. After the timer ticks down, simply tap A lightly to choose the Spitter, and then guide your camera to a vent that you wish to spawn from. If the vent is green, then it's available for spawn. A high position is usually best, like I stated earlier. Necromorphs need cover and concealment. The Spitter is pretty big, so you're probably not going to be able to hide unless you get up into an area that's kind of out of the way. Now in this clip here, what I've done is I've gone back into the vent, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spawn through the wall into the next room because the security team is going for the next objective. So I chose a spawn point that allowed me to get into the second room here, the second main area. And now we can kind of talk about the charge shot. If you look at the reticule in the center of the screen, you can see kind of a misty halo that surrounds it. By holding down on left trigger and just holding down on it long enough to get that misty effect around the reticule, that's charging the shot. And that's going to do a lot more damage on the engineers. Now, how does the Necromorph heal up? You can see I'm going back into the vent here, and the vent is flashing like a gold yellow color, and it says Y to re-enter. You re-enter spawn, and you can see the timer ticks down. It's a little bit longer, but that gives you your health back. So if you're getting shot, as a Necromorph, you've taken some damage, you can simply go back into the vent and heal up. If you put together a team of friends that work together and use the Necromorph special abilities right, the Pack, the Lurker, the Puker, the Spitter, they all work really well together in conjunction with each other, but you got to use their special attributes. And that brings me to tip 4. Don't give up. It can be pretty frustrating playing your first few matches, especially without a team and trying to learn what to do. But by talking to players and making friends that will work together and communicate, you should be on your way to winning and having fun. Don't be intimidated by players who have high levels. I'm a level 60, and players will come into the lobby and then leave because maybe they're intimidated by that number next to my name. In some cases, a high level means that a player is really good, and in some cases, it simply means that they play a lot. I recently defeated a guy who was number 6 on the leaderboards, and I thought that his high skill level or his high leaderboard level represented a high level of skill. I was obviously wrong. He was definitely not good and got beaten badly. So don't be intimidated by high-level players. Some people have posted on the Dead Space 2 forums that they don't care for the multiplayer, they don't like the way that it is, and I think it's really because of a lack of understanding on how the multiplayer works, that it's a team-based objective style game, and you really need to have friends that work together and communicate. I mean, I've said that a million times here during this tip video, so team up, guys, and don't get discouraged, and I hope that the tip video helps people, and I hope that people come back and start playing Dead Space multiplayer even more. I want to say thanks to the whole Visceral team, thanks to Team Exploit and Excessive Force members. Later.